From raising funds for forms of cancer to a mega land transfer, these stories and much more are coming up next on Richland Now. Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Richland Now. I'm Mike Charbonneau. The Richland Fire Department recently hosted a badging ceremony at the Richland Community Center. The event honors recent retirees, new hires, and the promotion of firefighters. This year, 14 firefighters were promoted to the ranks of lieutenant, captains, and battalion chiefs. 5 firefighters retired in 2015, and collectively they served our community for 133 years. Richland Fire Chief Tom Huntington shared some of the highlights of 2015, which included making the operational transition from 3 to 4 fire stations, adding 3 new officer positions, hiring 10 new firefighters, hiring a new fire chief, and promoting 3 battalion chiefs. If you would like to watch the entire badging ceremony, you can do so by visiting the CityView TV YouTube page link at the bottom of your screen. The men and women of the Richland Fire Department are some of the most caring and passionate people around. The department's mission is to protect and enhance the quality of life. The protect piece is fairly obvious, but the enhance part is just as important to them. They do this by being active in the community and supporting charity after charity and fundraiser after fundraiser. Right now, they are gearing up for the annual Scott Firefighter Stair Climb. This event is a fundraiser for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society and challenges firefighters to raise up the 69th floor Columbia Center Tower in Seattle in full firefighter gear. The department is busy raising funds for the event and have several fundraising events planned through March. For more information on this event, including ways you can donate, please visit the Richland Fire Department's Facebook page. If you are a landlord, realtor, or property manager, well then this next story is for you. The Richland Police Department is now accepting registrations for their Spring Crime Resistant Community Living course. This event is sponsored by the Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland Police Departments. The class is being held at the Richland Public Library on April 13th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pre-registration is required and you want to sign up because seating is limited. This informative and very popular training for landlords, realtors, and property managers is an 8-hour course involving topics such as crime-resistant community living, drug and gang recognition, property tenant screening, tenant law, and more. Registration forms for the event are available at Richland City Hall, the Richland Police Department, and the Richland Public Library. Completed registration may be emailed to Officer Rick Kane at the link at the bottom of your screen. When you receive your February utility bill, you will notice some information on how to participate in a solid waste survey. The survey is open on SurveyMonkey and can be accessed by residents anytime between February 1st and March 15th. If you do not have internet access or you prefer a paper copy of the survey, please call 942-7491 and one will be mailed to you. We do ask that you please take a few moments to complete this short 7-question survey. Your answers will help guide our review of current and future services. Community members representing the City of Richland, Port of Benton, Tridec, and Benton County recently met at Richland City Hall to sign land transfer documents. In the fall of 2015, the Department of Energy turned over 1,641 acres of former Hanford site land to Tridec. The land was transferred after 5 years of work by Tridec and local governments to get the land released for economic development. The City of Richland, Port of Benton, and Benton County agreed on which organizations would get what portion of the land. The City of Richland and Port of Benton took possession of 1,341 acres of land. Now work to recruit a major manufacturer to the site will begin, with the goal to replace some of the Hanford jobs that will be lost as portions of environmental cleanup at the nuclear reservation are completed. And once again, if you would like to watch the land transfer event in its entirety, you can do so by visiting the CityView TV YouTube page link. Back in November of 2015, the Manhattan Project National Park was formally established. The park reserves 3 sites where work on the atomic bomb was completed. They are Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Hanford, Washington, and Los Alamos, New Mexico. The park will tell the story of three important historical sites and bring greater awareness of the development of nuclear energy and weapons to a worldwide audience. Currently, the National Park Service and the U.S. Department of Energy are in the early stages of preparing a foundation document for planning and management for the park. Recently, officers from the National Park Service were at the Richland Public Library to solicit feedback from the community. The meeting was well attended with over 120 people in attendance. Participants shared their ideas for the park and asked questions. If you would like to contribute to the planning and discussion of this, you can do so by sending an email to the address at the bottom of your screen. If you recently used the crosswalk at Lee Boulevard and George Washington Way and heard a computerized voice talking to you, let me assure you it was not that little voice in your head. The voice you heard was actually coming from an accessible pedestrian signal. City crews also installed audible signals at Jadwin Avenue and Lee Boulevard. These two intersections are the fifth intersection in Richland to feature these audible signals. These installations are funded by the Community Development Block Grant Program and essentially help the blind or sight impaired use the signalized crossings. The city will be installing accessible pedestrian signals at 3 more locations in downtown Richland with grant funding. Currently in the city of Richland, there are 53 signalized intersections, and we will have accessible pedestrian systems installed on 8 of them within the next couple of months. Other signals will get updated as funding becomes available. The city is currently addressing the downtown and central business district with concurrence from the ADA committee. If you'd like more information on the City of Richland, please visit the website link at the bottom of your screen. And if you're not following us on Facebook, we sure hope that you do so by giving the City of Richland page a like. I'm Mike Charbonneau. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Richland Now.